and welcome to Val, Voices of Wisdom, the show that might not be for everybody, but everybody needs to watch this show. I'm going to start my show today. It's based on relationships. I'm going to start my show out today with a poem, and it's called Our Precious Children. Adults, we must love our children, protect our children, teach our children, discipline our children, bring joy to our children, pray for and with our children, hold and embrace our children. We must value our children. Our precious children are a gift from God. I am absolutely excited today because I'm going to be chilling with my girls today. My guest today is Nylejah Green and Jordan Tapley. Welcome, girls.
Thank you for having us.
So we're going to be chilling today.
Yep.
I am so excited. You guys are out of school this week.
Yeah.
So I figured what better chance to get you guys on TV was this week. So I figured let's get you guys on and let's chill. So the first thing I want to ask you guys, I think you guys both go to Riverhead High School.
Yep. Yes.
And you are 14 and you are
16.
16. Yeah. Time flies. Oh my God. I just want to let you know, I do know these girls. Nylejah is my granddaughter and Jordan is like a daughter to me. That's all I'll say with that one. You go to Riverhead High School and you are a freshman and you are a sophomore. Let's get into a little bit of some of you guys' favorite subjects in school. Nylejah, start with you.
My favorite subject is art and Latin. Art is just like, it's always been a part of my life. I love art. I like expressing myself, and art's just a fun, kind of like free period to just enjoy and be creative. And Latin is just like, it's just a really good class to be in. It teaches you so much in life, and it's helped me with so much. Like tests, the Latin is a root of all languages, so it helps me with everything.
That's
it's
true.
It's a good class to be in.
True. That's true. And I understand that you were, how involved were you with Latin? We're going to get back to your art, but how involved were you in your Latin classes in the last few years?
Last year I was really involved. I went to Latin club every week. I went to a Latin contest called Curtamen, which
now, what is that?
Curtamen is Latin for contest, and it's a big contest where you go to Stony Brook, and it's a bunch of training and knowing just facts about Latin, knowing words, knowing grammar, and you get into the contest and you compete against other schools in the county.
Oh, cool.
And it was a lot of fun. We won 3rd place in the middle school. In the high school, we won 2 places. It was 3rd and 2nd. So we did very good.
And I don't want to say because I already know, but when is your first inkling of art that maybe your grandmother might have told you about that gave you an interest in art?
Well, you have told me that it started when I was 3, and we were at it was an art show that you were curating, and there was a man named Michael Butler, and he had a picture about a storm, and I was 3, and I walked over to the picture, and I started explaining what it was and what it meant to me, and you and the artists were really
we were amazed. We're absolutely amazed. And at that point, I knew at that point you must have had some kind of inkling or some kind of gift in the art. And so since then, you have studied under Patton Miller. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, you've already sold at least one of your paintings already.
Yeah.
So that's a great thing. Yeah. Now, Jordan, what is some of your favorite topics that you like?
Well, like Nylejah, I like Latin, and I love chorus and science. I really like those. I'm in chamber choir and show choir and blue mask in my school.
And what is chamber choir? What is that?
Chamber choir is a select choir, and we sing classical and contemporary pieces, just choir, choral music. And show choir, we, if anyone's seen Glee, it's like that. We dance and we sing, and it's really fun. We sing a lot of pop songs. And Blue Mask is a drama club, a program in Riverhead. It's theater, and we act, and we perform plays and stuff like that.
So I think you've already been in a few plays. Could you tell us some of the plays that you've been in and what characters you've played?
Yeah, well, I started acting since 7th grade, and I've been in Hansel and Gretel, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Midsummer Night's Forest. We've been in Midsummer Night's Dream. I'm sorry, excuse me. Fame, and currently we're doing Once Upon a Mattress.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So what are some of the characters you've played in some of these?
I've played a lot of ensemble roles. I've played I played in Willy Wonka. I played Mike TV's mom.
Okay.
I played. I'm a third lady in Once Upon a Mattress. A dance student. It's been fun.
Great. Nylejah, I just want to also touch base. You recently, I think this is your physics class or science class.
Physics.
It's called Rube Goldberg.
Yeah.
And you were in a contest. Could you just tell us a little bit of how that started and the process? Because I know a little bit of your long, tedious process. Could you tell us a little bit of what took place and how you prepared for that? And then I guess you were in a contest. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So in our physics class, we started this Rube Goldberg project, and it was just a project we were going to do, and you get a grade on it, and if you did well in it, you got to go to a competition upstate. And so the Rube Goldberg was named after its inventor, and he wanted to create a complicated machine made out of a bunch of simple machines to do a very simple task, and our task was to water a plant. And it was a lot of work. We had groups of at least 4, and I had a group of 4 girls. And we went to one of the members' house like 4 times a week working on the project. And it's basically you have to plan each step. And each step you have to design it. You have to get all the materials, make sure it works. And then we had to make sure it was a certain it couldn't be bigger than 4 by 4.
Oh, okay.
And we had to have it water the plant in a certain amount of time. And it was a lot of work. They had to be 20 steps, and it was fun though.
Wow.
And I'm proud to say that you came in first place.
We came in first place in the school contest, and then when we went to nationals, we didn't place, but we were just happy to be in the contest and make it that far.
That's excellent. That's excellent. I want to talk about how you guys deal with school, and specifically peer pressure and having to fit in. And the first thing I'll talk on was, how do you feel about the importance of how you look? I think as a young girl, we hanging out with my girls today. We like to look nice, but is there a way of getting too overly involved with that, or is it something that you really obsessed with? And be honest.
Okay.
Jordan?
Yes. Well, I think appearance is very important. It's how people view you. Like, it's the first thing when someone sees you, they look at how you look and how you display yourself.
Absolutely.
It's very important to me. I like looking nice. I like it. I don't know. It makes me feel better about myself to reflect. And the thing is, you can't get over obsessed with it. When you become obsessed with how you look, and it takes over you, it's not a good situation to be in.
Right. I mean, I've heard of young girls getting nose jobs and all that kind of stuff. Is crazy. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Definitely.
Go ahead.
A friend told me last week that some girl in her school had gotten a boob job.
Oh, wow.
And I know it's
we're talking. We hanging out with the girls.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I heard this and I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. I mean, if it's your choice to do whatever you want to do.
Right.
But don't let the world and don't get too obsessed. Don't change something about your body,
Because a lot of times it's maybe an inner thing. Nylejah, right? And fitting in sometimes is something that's going on inside. You think, Nylejah?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes it has to do with trying to impress people and trying to fit in school. I know many people that do some really crazy stuff just to try and fit in school, and they over-obsess with it, and it becomes a big problem because then they start forgetting who they really are.
Right.